This is Cup of Kryptonite doing a show off of my first little golden book junk journal that I made. I put a ribbon that I actually just attached underneath this that I just went and bound on the outside. I learned actually, I can't remember the person, I looked on YouTube and found how to make it, and I used still the same thing that I use on my other journals to do the thing. This one got a little off. This first one I made for my brother, which is why I picked Oscar. I know one thing I would do different is I saw that I kind of ended up making some of the pages too long, but I know he won't care. And I knew if I was selling them I wouldn't put, like, this stuff you can't put in there. Because I knew that, there's stuff that you can't, but I'm giving it to Kevin, my brother, because I had my nephew, it's my nephew's gift to his dad for his birthday. And we did that, and I had him write a note to Dad. And I enjoyed I made him a little tag and put it there. They went to New York, and there's where we went to the circus. And I enjoy putting some ribbon on the outside, but I try not to put too much. I went through some of my stickers and had some fun. There's one of Joseph's birthdays. There's when he was a little baby. Here was his goofy costume last year, which I totally don't understand. I still just think it looks like a rabbit, but he kept trying to explain to me what it was, and I still don't understand. And then here's when we took him to see the Lego exhibit at the Children's Museum. And here I had him put some little tags with this. Here's when my dad was showing him a wrench when he was born. And here we took him to, I think this is a museum exhibit. And here he got to meet an astronaut. So I found some of my astronaut stickers. And here we were at the Minnesota Zoo. Here's when my mom and I went to South Dakota, and we took him with, and because we were visiting my aunt and uncle. And then here we saw the holiday train, and there he went with his daddy to South Dakota. And here's when he got to see Santa, and here's one of the times we did some cookie baking. And here's where he made me Ava hats, and he also made me an Ava birthday cake. It was so cute. He kind of just scribbled all over it, and then my mom said, "What is that?" He goes, "It's Ava, Grandma. Auntie Shauna will know it's Ava." So, of course it's Ava. And there was his first communion. He's looking so handsome and dressed up and dapper. And there we were at Renaissance Festival. And there it was either the rodeo or like where the cars smashed together. And here's the Hockey Hall of Fame. And here's when Joseph was just born. Here's his first lost tooth. What was funny is he accidentally swallowed it. Whoops. It got stuck a little. Because for some reason this one I've been using the book tape. It usually cooperates just fine. But on this particular one, it doesn't want to for some reason. And there's him with my grandfather, which he was just thrilled. And there was Joseph's first day of school, and then he drew a little pizza slice. And there's one of the times that we carved pumpkins. Here he got his black belt. He still always loved, he'd go and fall asleep in my tent when we went camping. He'd always go do that. If he took a nap, he'd go into our tent. 'Cause, his stuff is no fun. Like if I'm over there, he'll go grab my blanket. 'Cause it's more fun, Here's where he got to eat Wahlburgers with us. This, I think it's called the corn maze. And I had him write the best things about his dad. Here they were at, I think, a Twins game. And here I had him make kind of a mini birthday card. And I thought this was perfect for that. And here was his dad's birthday. And this was at the MIA. And then here he drew a little face on the back. There's just a Christmas. Here's them falling asleep. And he has my blankie with him. And there's us at the him and Daddy at the Minnesota Zoo. They were with us. Here's one of the years at Thanksgiving. And there you can tell he's got his little skateboard thing going on. That's been his thing. I loved this because we found it. I smile because you're my father. I laugh because there's nothing you can do about it. And here's where we gave him this Christmas present last year. And here I think is where we were at a carnival or something. And here's where we did monster eggs. He liked those. And here's just some more random events. Here's him learning to snowboard. Here's Chef Joseph and Christmas. And this we were at the Science Museum. And you can tell, where he got his grin from. His daddy has big grins too. And there's me and him together. We're buds. He's my bud. And there's where he picked up a hashtag. And here's something he made for Daddy at Color Me Mine. And there's the Science Museum again. And here was, I think, a Christmas pic. And then there we were in the butterfly garden at Minnesota Zoo. And here he came along with us to the Mall of America on mine and Jamie's anniversary, not this year, but the year before, our 19-year anniversary. And there's that again. Oops. And there was the Science Museum when he was really little. And here's when the dino exhibit was at the Minnesota Zoo. And these, I just liked these pages in the book because they were fun. So I kept them there. This was actually my mom's birthday. He photobombed that, and there's him and his daddy, so I liked the poem. And there I'd taken him to the carnival, and I love that. Hey, wait a minute, what's that dumb little bird doing? Oh no, it popped my balloon. And here's where we went to Sea Life, it's one of those. Me and him. And here's where we went camping. And this is, I found these stickers. Some of them are from Dollar Tree, some of them are just old stickers too. I just kind of looked through everything. There's, we took him swimming, my bad. And here's one of us, this was, I can't remember which one, but it's the little ants crawling. There might have been an insect exhibit at Minnesota Zoo. There's Joseph's birthday. We went to a play zone. Here's actually my Ava hats, my birthday. And here's more of the one place. He was scared of the birds, so I actually put him on my arm and put him over to him. And I loved that. Are you still reading this book? Can't I ever get rid of you? And then here's more of the dino ones from the Minnesota Zoo. And these are just other times, because then there's me and my brother. And this was up at the cabin. And here's one of our many times coloring eggs. He just always goes plop, 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 plop. He just kind of throws them in. And here's what he made for Daddy's birthday. He made this noodle dish. It was really good. I loved it. It was really delicious. And then here's at the Ridgedale playground, or it's an indoor playground thing. And then there's at the play place at McDonald's. And there we were at Buca's, where they give you birthday stuff. And here's, I think, another day at Buca's. It's just, it was for his dad's birthday. And then on the back I found one of these Sesame Street stickers actually on Amazon. And then I used some of my, these are actually from, what are they called? Happy Planner books. And just use the letters for it. Because that way it would fit with it, and then I figured he can give it to them, but I figured this way, I noticed that I'd probably make the binding like this a little, just a smidgen smaller, because I don't necessarily like it so that it's like that, but you know what I mean, it doesn't need to be quite this thin either. And I don't necessarily want 1,000,000 pages in them, but I try to make them where they're not. I'd still probably keep it 3 signatures, but I'd probably just put the binding in a little bit. If I find the link for where I got them, because this one you don't actually, she does it where you don't actually cut off the cover. And that's actually nice because it lets you keep the full pages, you know. So I liked that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You have a great day. Bye.